Moreland City Council have partnered with Creative Victoria and RMIT to form the Brunswick Design District, which aims to strengthen, protect and grow this amazing, local, strong, creative ecosystem we have here. The Brunswick Design District's Making Space program offers creatives a free space and a stipend to help them develop an idea. It's a very basic concept, but it's having a wide-reaching impact. We've partnered with 7 key creative venues across Brunswick and Coburg to deliver spaces to a wide range of different creative practices and people.
Hi, I'm Karen Anderson. I'm the Programme Manager here at Siteworks. We share the site with Black Dot Gallery, the First Nations Indigenous gallery here. It's our 2nd year in a row hosting Making Space, so round 2, and we're really happy. For us, what is important is bringing artists together. So we've been hosting gatherings and peer shows where the artists can come together and have little 10-minute slots and just talk about their work or ask questions or just get feedback and having a more engaged way to connect with each other. But the value, especially after the last 2 years of lockdown, has been incredible.
My name's MJ Flamiano. I'm part of Saluhan Collective along with Ida Azin and Catherine Ortega-Sandow. We're a Filipinx Australian artist collective. We work across visual arts, sound, community events and performance. Having a free space at Siteworks has been pretty transformational for us. So prior to this year, we've primarily been doing things online, of course, in line with the pandemic and everything, but a lot of that has come from just not having the funds to be able to afford a space. So we're a totally not-for-profit artist collective. The money comes in sometimes and it doesn't always come in, so having the free space has just been amazing for us because it's been able to incorporate electricity, Wi-Fi, water, just all of the things that you need to run an art practice and be able to share with the community to actually run an event.
Hi, my name is Sian Geary. I'm a Bundjalung artist originally from Grafton, New South Wales, now living in Brunswick East for the last 8 years. I've recently returned to contemporary jewellery. I applied for my Making Space residency to be at Black Dot Gallery so I could get into Blackademy, the Indigenous and First Peoples Library. Having a First Peoples space to connect to is really important for Aboriginal people. It's important to feel connected to your country that you're on and feel connected to the community around you. Being in a space like Black Dot means that I'm being supported by Aboriginal community and First Peoples community, and that's really special to me that I've been chosen to do that.
My name's Eric Butler and I'm a poet working in Melbourne. My practice for this residency was to put together a poetry collection exploring identity and place, the place being Moreland, so Brunswick and Coburg, where I've lived for the past nearly 10 years. I really love Moreland for its diversity and its community. There's just so many interesting creative people around to meet and work with, and yeah, it's just an exciting place.
Hi, I'm Elena Chandra. I work with Shani Hodge and Julia Fuster on Debris magazine. So Debris magazine is a literary print magazine, and our mission is to put emerging and new and unlikely writers in conversation with established writers and editors. In 2020 and 2021, we were working from our bedrooms. We were working during a pandemic, and we were working on something that had so many moving parts. So we have so many writers and editors and designers involved. So it's been really great to have one place where we can compartmentalise, where we can work in the magazine, and that's really helped us with our creative practice to have a dedicated space for us to do that. So we're not working on issues of grief in our bedrooms, for instance. So having the stipend has been really important. We pay all of our writers and everyone that's involved in the production of the magazine. So the stipend has gone towards supporting new writers and more writers than we were able to include in issue 1.
My name's Emma. I'm an independent dance artist and I work across both choreography and making my own work, as well as performing and dancing in the work of others and collaborating with them on their projects. And at the moment I'm here at Schoolhouse Studios, have a 3-month residency, which is amazing. I've never had a residency that has been that long before. So it's just amazing because it gives me a lot of flexibility to work around the other things that I have going on in my life, both in terms of work and artistically. So I don't have to put all of that aside and just be here working on this. It can sort of bleed and blend and be more of a longer term kind of thinking about what I'm interested in, which feels like it will sustain me further beyond my time here.
Hi, I'm Jess. I use they, them pronouns. I am a mad neurodivergent queer artist who's working here in the Coburg Library's Makerspace. Having access to space is so amazing. I can be quite obsessive with things I like to work on, so having a space I can kind of come in and shut the door and leave actually helps me a lot. And it's such a great space. It's so wide and natural, and I can really utilise it when I'm doing workshops to suit me and the needs of especially the access needs of the people I'm working with, which is fantastic. The stipend's been super helpful in terms of giving me the freedom to get some materials that I wouldn't have necessarily had laying around at home. And it's also been really helpful because part of my piece at the end is it's very ephemeral. It involves peeling off layers of paper and tape. So I'm actually going to use part of my stipend to record that, so that something that's very ephemeral and that might be a one-time experience just for the people in the room is actually going to be something that can last for a long, long time. So that's really, really amazing.
Hello everyone, my name is Vivian and I'm a jewelry designer and teaching artist. So I make materials for my own jewelry, which is rice fabric and rice clay. When we were sick as kids, our parents would make us plain rice congee. So it's like a healing food to your body and to your mind. So during COVID, this concept of using rice is very important to my project. After applying for this residency, I find it beneficial in a way that I can interact with other artists in the artist gathering or meeting, and it's a networking event for me to see what other people are doing outside of my own practice and to learn from them and to build connection. And also, as part of this residency, we've got some professional development session. So that's really, really beneficial for me as an emerging artist.
Hi, I'm Olivia. I'm doing ceramics here at Broody. My goal at Broody is to make my ceramics a proper business that I can sustain myself with in the future. I have been using a very dank laundry in my house for the past couple of years, and it's just not that welcoming. It's very limited of what you can store there and what you can actually make. But Broody's just been fantastic. You can see I'm in a very light-filled space and I can actually plan the space properly. Like, I've got a desk. I'm not all just cramped into one spot. It also helps me organise my thoughts a lot. And I love going away from home to make things. It's really beneficial because it feels like it's work and I can separate my life. I can actually go home and relax, and yeah, it's really fantastic having that.
Hi, my name's Angela Costi, and the Cypriot Greek diaspora also call me Angeliki Kosti. I'm really excited to be a resident here at Brunswick Library for the month of March. And what that entails is that I'll be researching for my 6th poetry collection, The Heart of the Advocate. And I'm really interested in the intersection between poetry and advocacy. There's a local history section here, and there's parts of it that are untapped. I'm interested in unearthing those stories of migrants, hopefully refugees as well, that have somehow told us their stories, but they haven't been published or creatively documented in an accessible way. What I'm excited about with this residency is that I went to a gathering recently there must have been 30 multidisciplinary artists there, cross-generational as well. And I walked in initially thinking, oh God, I'm too old for this. Who am I going to talk to? By the end of it, I was speaking to so many different artists doing different projects, and we found connections.